Hello YouTube and welcome back to the Vinny G channel, a channel about everything and a channel about nothing. And as always, I hope you enjoy this content and then you can walk away from watching this video having gained a little bit of knowledge maybe, and maybe a resolution to a certain problem. Say you live your life on the 2.4 gigahertz frequency. Your router, your Bluetooth earphone, your garage door opener, your monitor and your drone all live there. Why? The answer is in your kitchen. So YouTube, of late I'm seeing in the forums, quite a few forums, problems I guess you could say with DJI app, Go Live, live streaming and all that sort of stuff. As the intro says to the video, the answer is in your kitchen. The answer being, well, microwave technology has been around since 1947 to the public as microwave ovens is in my kitchen, your kitchen. It doesn't matter where you are at this very point in time. You could be in a coffee shop, you could be at the shopping centre, you might be in bed, wherever you are. It is saturated in a frequency or electromagnetic radiation, as you might call it or might know it. Now, the reason we live on a 2.4 gigahertz band is quite simple. Microwave technology came about from radars in World War II, how, you know, the British and all that used to detect the incoming Nazis in their planes to bomb the crap out of them. And then obviously every technology, as I've stated before and previously in my videos, gets given to the public. You know, they might have noticed, I don't know, oh geez, this radar dish is getting hot, we can cook food on it. We'll make a microwave oven. You have to understand radio frequencies and how they work, and I'm not going to go into this in this video because that could take a whole video on its own. They are something that's in the earth that is tapped into, right, we're going to use this, we're going to transmit on this, blah, 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 blah. Now it all becomes rules and regulations with the FCC, the CE corporations, and wherever you are in the world, there's a zone for your transmission and that rules that transmission. So the 2.4 gigahertz was allocated to the public as free of charge. As technology progresses, you could say, your routers, computers, your mobile, not your mobile phones, but your Bluetooth headpieces and all that were designed with one thing in mind. The engineers, obviously design engineers, thought, right, how are we going to transmit the signal? Hey, we'll go to the 2.4 gigahertz band. Why? Because it's free and regulated to be free. So what you have is an oversaturation of that band. However, within that band you have certain channels, I guess you could call, that you could regulate it down to. So in this video I'm going to show you how to give yourself more channels on your DJI Go app, and what that will do if you have problems with signal transmission, whether it be going live, maybe you might get more distance depending on which channel you use, because at the moment the way the DJI Go app is set up, you have 8 channels. We're going to release that to 32. Now this is non-intrusive. Non-intrusive, I mean that you're not hacking into the drone, you're not hacking into the radio, you are just updating a file to the DJI Go app. Is it reversible? Of course it is. Uninstall the app, reinstall it, and you're back to normal. But this gives you the option to choose whatever channel in the frequency that you want to ride on. Because let's be realistic, we are oversaturated on a 2.4 gigahertz transmission, and sometimes shit just doesn't go your way on those 8 channels they've given you. So this just gives you an option to give more channels, and it's fully reversible. Try it at your own risk, obviously. Don't try it, you'll never know the risk, but the option is there. So if some of you guys might see on my channel, you can see I've been trying to reverse engineer this thing. I've gotten to a certain point, and to be honest with you, I'm going to have to change some of the titles on my videos, and I will declare my findings on this, what to do and what not to do. This is a damn fine unit, even though it's just the Phantom 3 standard. I don't care what anyone says, it's a damn fine machine. It is a drone with great camera capabilities. So that's what's going to be happening on this channel. I'm also going to be making a couple of videos in regards to health and well-being. Like I said, it's a channel about everything and a channel about nothing, and it's just experiences from my life that I'm willing to share with you guys. Okay, so I fly my, I hope you can see this is very low light conditions here. I fly my DJI Phantom 3 with my my Samsung S5, I guess it is, and that's plenty good enough for me. I wish I did have a bigger device, but that's what I fly with. But we're going to switch over to the screenshot now, and I'll show you how to do this. Okay, so at this point you've connected. Now I'm doing this for Android, but it can be done for obviously the Apple, Mac, iPhones, iPads, whatever device you might want. But this is for an Android. If you want me to do one for the Apple, I can. Okay, so at this point you've connected your mobile device, pardon me, to the computer. So into the computer we go, and I would go into my mobile device. I would expand to that. I would expand the phone storage, and I would go to Android, expand that, and I would go to data, and right down here in the data you will come down to the DJI Pilot, and you will see, so you highlight that so the files folder is exposed. Open the files, carrier data. Now I've already replaced the file. I've replaced, now one thing I can only suggest, okay, I'll open this folder up. These are the original files that were in there. Always do a backup. So what I originally did, these two files were in the carrier data folder. Now I hope you understand the word carrier data. Okay, now these are basically restricting you to 8 channels of carrier data. The Phantom Drone 3 standard is auto switching. I've flown it with this config file in here, and I do seem to get better transmission, video transmission, and just transmission in a sense, as doing this actually opens up 32 channels rather than 8. As always, this is at your own risk. It works for me. I don't know if it'll work for you in your part of the world, but it actually does work for me. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it helps you. I'm hoping everyone can take something away from it. Whether you think I'm an idiot or whether you think it's great, it doesn't matter to me. But I actually enjoy doing these videos. It's for my channel. Hey, and if it gets me 1 or 2 subscribers, then I've done a great job. And I don't care about the negative comments, the positive comments, whatever it may be. Keep them coming, because I will answer everything I try to do. And remember, if you subscribe to me, I'll subscribe to you. Thanks for watching. Okay, so what you basically have done by changing that file is, rather than being restricted to 8 channels on the 2.4 gigahertz band, you've opened up 32 channels. And since the device is auto switching, what that technically means that it will find the strongest channel in the bandwidth of 2.4 gigahertz. There's the cat. To transmit data back to the drone. It will help, I believe, with distance. it will help with going live as well. I'm not quite sure, but I know it works for me, so if you do decide to try it, I hope it works for you. Let me know in the comments how you go if you do decide to do this. And like I said, everything's reversible.